X Toycat, and welcome back to a live stream on the internet. This is, did you know today is a Monday? That is a true fact. But no, today I want to start with a couple of key clarifications. One is that I did shower recently. There's this funny irony in that the time your hair looks most wet is either just most recently and longest time since you've last had a shower. Because, I don't know, apparently oil builds up in hair. Why does oil build up in hair when you don't clean it is one of those mysteries of the universe, but people will assume that if you have wet hair, you've either not showered rather than recent. You know, why don't you look at people who have, like, super, like gunky hair and just assume, like, wow, they're so clean. They showered so much more recently than I did. But we don't assume that because we're a judgmental society. And one of the other ways in which we're judgmental, the other elephant in the room, is, this is me playing on my laptop again, so I'm not sure, I'm always, like, unsure about how the quality will be. So just tell me, is the game smooth? Am I smooth? Is my cow smooth? He's back. There he is. We all missed him, I know we did. I live in a pretty like right now, I'm actually fixing this right now. It's a relatively sterile place. There's like, you can see I've got a painting up over here. Can you see it? I don't know if you can. But it's kind of sterile otherwise. I put a bed in recently, like an actual bed frame. But I know, I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, I'm making this place look like a real place. Because that's what I'm up to. So, hello my X Toycat, and today, we can feel you to know if you're smooth. I'm glad you know I'm smooth. I am so smooth. Anyway, speaking of ways in which I'm smooth, this is a Nether-based project. So, I've got all these stone bricks in my inventory from the last video. I want to announce that right now, actually. It's almost like an embarrassment point to me. Like, it's like, you know, we tried something and we failed. I don't think it should be. I think we can admit, like, okay, we have 23 hours left in the makeshift campaign and 242 keyrings left to sell. Actually, do you think anyone bought one in the last 23 hours, being hopeful? But, yeah, as a result, it looks like the keychain will no longer exist anywhere outside of my life. Which, honestly, is pretty cool if you think about it. Like, you know, if I'd have just not promoted it, I could have kept the keyring. But anyway, yeah, it's a bummer. I think, honestly, this is partially on me for moving around so much. Hey, Doug's Svoboda! Okay, the audio is all over the place on this one. Man, Minecraft audio is just too loud, right? This is, by the way, just to show you, this song is so loud, and the audio level is currently set to, what is it set to? Let me find that for you right here. It's set to 6. Yeah, I want to hear other side playing. Yeah, how's the sound, chat? Is the balancing good? No, I wanted the keyring. I mean, if someone just agrees to buy 242 keyrings in the next 23 hours, everyone gets the keyrings. Otherwise, everyone gets refunded, as is the terms of the deal. Minecraft audio is obnoxiously loud. Yeah, I'm glad it's not just me thinking that, by the way. Yeah, it is hilarious. It's like way over the top. By the way, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships, Darren Hughes. Always appreciate it. I wonder... Sounds like it's coming through your speakers only. Ah, maybe that's the issue. Okay, so... Damn it, we don't have another one to test. Yeah, that does seem to be a funny issue there. So yeah, this is my... this is a very much poorly put together live stream. If you're expecting like a long chat about like, well, what does it really mean to be alive or something like that, maybe that happens later on the stream. But today is mostly about planning. I have too many blocks on me. I'm gonna regret the number of blocks that I have stored in my inventory if I don't do something about this. Also, what was that £5 tip? Thank you! Appreciate. Okay, wait. So that one we can test now. Okay, so I'm gonna have to. Thank you very much for the £5 tip. I need a second monitor here, honestly. Honestly, going from 2 monitors back to 1 is eternal pain. And if you've never experienced that, then you don't get yourself a second monitor. You will only suffer for it. Buy something completely unnecessary, says Meg. You better believe I wait. In fact, it's so unnecessary. Okay, we're gonna test that one more time.
Buy something completely unnecessary.
Ah, there we go. So we just raised... Okay, so... Chat, tell me if the audio goes through better this time. I played it one more time. I think. Is this better?
Buy something completely unnecessary.
Yeah, how do you feel about that, chat? You liking it? Is that good? There's a Best Buy in Maryland Parkway north of Flamingo. That's a Maryland Parkway. Okay. I think. Oh wow, there's only 241 keyrings that need to be sold now in the next. No, I totally am. I think buying a PC here is like one of those. I want to wait until my paperwork's all sorted before buying a PC in a country that I don't live in. Like, it's like a big commit. Same with like a car. Like it costs a lot to buy temporary vehicles. But I don't want to own a vehicle and then be like, oh, turns out I can't live in the place where the vehicle is. Maybe that's me being silly. Maybe this is one of those like hope for the best. Ask, who knows what this is. Anyway, so we're going to the Nether. Right, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, we didn't do anything. Okay, so I'm going to throw some blocks away in this chest. We're going to take back later. And then I'm going to get rid of all these other, just like, silly blocks I have on me. And put them back. Wait, the quirky block box! I left it on the ground. Oh, I'm so unprepared for this live stream. This will be a good time. We'll all get to have a good hangout. Your mic is a touch too loud, too. It's funny, I turned down my mic a bunch. Hey, Yuri, thank you. Appreciate the tip. Yuri? Oh wait, no, becoming a member. I mean, that's like a tip. Just with more steps. If you don't think about it too much. Okay, so okay, we're gonna put our Illager banner in here. We're gonna go fly and get our stuff, and we're gonna do it. Your mic seems fine. It's a very loud echo. Okay, so we're gonna do mic adjustments live right here. We're gonna bring that down a notch. How do you feel about my microphone right now? The echo is because this is a room without much, like, if I give you a look around it pretty quickly. It's like white walls with nothing besides my cow painting to break it up. It's something I am actually working on. I brought some of my old acoustic foam with me. And so yeah, it's a thing. Mic is muted. Your mic is good. Sounds are FX okay, but notification sounds are very low. Huh, so even... One sec, maybe... That to me indicates that... That's odd, I've maxed them out all the way. So yeah, it must be going through the desktop audio instead of through themselves. It's just echo. Audio quality is fine for good speakers. Yeah, I blame... If you don't like my audio quality, it's your speaker's fault. We've had that confirmed right now. So I'll put my mangrove logs in there too. As well as obsidian and some andesite slabs. And some andesite walls. It's a quirky block box. It can store those things. So yeah, this is our house. Every single time a keyring was bought, we made the house a block taller. We needed to get it up to sky height. And I think, again, I think it's impressive that so many were, air quotes, sold, that we got up to that. But yeah, I guess the lesson learned is doing these limited time runs where you need to hit a certain goal. Like, I understand why they did it on their end, but it sucks that they can't be like, well, we can make half as many. And, I would have offered them, like, hey, you can, like, cut my commission or whatever to make this work. But they said, oh, yeah, you've got to buy the 242 keyrings yourself. And so what is that, like $10? So they wanted $2.5 grand from me. And I was like, well, okay. But, instead of that, well, that's crazy that you would, 500 keyrings is $5,000. Jesus. That's how creators make money, I guess. You do something relatively small individually, and you do it millions or hundreds of times, and it adds up. You may not be aware of this, however, the Queen died. It's a little known fact you've known about. Whoa, why didn't anyone say so? Orange Brian. Really, the Queen? I need to call my parents. They need to know this right now. Isn't it crazy that before the internet, it would have taken so long for people to know about that? Hey, Anchor22! Thank you very much for the tip. Wait, the membership. It rhymes with tip. I'm playing up your contribution because I'm nice that way. Blue stained glass is gonna go in here, right? This is where I store my... Okay, now we can finally, officially... I think I have my ender chest up here too. Put the quirky block box back in there. Now we can go to the Nether and plan my project. I think I'm gonna want to bring a diamond pickaxe for this, as well, though. Do I have one? I don't. I'm gonna go bring myself a diamond pickaxe. It's gonna be important. In the 4 times, we still had radio to tell us the news. Oh yeah, but okay, so... Outside of people who listen to their radio in the car, which is, as far as I can tell, for people who, like, don't have a Bluetooth-enabled device. No offense, people who listen to radio in your car. but you live in a, you know, you live in the, I lied. The one time I do listen to radio is like, I don't want to deal with setting up this car's, like, Android Auto system, so I'm just going to turn on the radio. Yeah, that's my thing. Now the Queen is dead, are you going to be running for King of England? Says Comrade Clyde. I have been thinking about it. No, it is a really interesting thing to me, like, this, there is a generational thing in the UK, it's not even generational fully, but there is a full-on, like, even though I make, you know, it is a big event, even if you care the least amount. Like, I've heard a number of people who are, what's the term, like, anti-royalist, Republican. You know, in America, there's, like, the words Republic, everyone in America is both a Republican and a Democrat, to the sense that, like, you are in favor of not having a queen there, and you are in favor of, you know, democracy, one assumes. But, yeah, so Republican in the real sense of the word, not the American politician sense of the word. Even people like that, like, whoa, yeah, wasn't expecting this, really. Okay, so here's my idea. Here's my grand, we could just restart the live stream here, I guess. Yeah, I'm not going to remember to cut the live stream later, but let's pretend I did. Someone, if you're watching this as a video, leave a timestamp to the current moment, or when I restart, and then I'll pin it or something. There we go, that's easier than doing everything. Okay, so, hello, I'm AbbyX Toycat, and today I am planning a brand new project, and it's gonna be in my Nether. I am gonna level with you on why I'm making this project. Every time I see my giant tunnel in my end, I get super jealous of myself. I'm like, that is a cool project. I wish I could do things as cool as you have done, Toycat. And that doesn't make any sense, but it is how I feel. And so I figured, you know what I could do? You know what I could absolutely do? I could make a version of that in my Nether to actually help out with something huge. Because right now, my Nether is a mess. There is a long pathway I can follow between here and the point where my ancient cities and my mesa biome and my all my stuff is. But it's really hard to follow. Also, it's really hard to see Minecraft. I forgot the issues I had with brightness in this on the screen. But yeah, it's basically okay. We're gonna just avoid all of these fellas. Just pretend we don't see them. Ooh, wow! They're gonna give me a free boost into the sky, huh? But yeah, I want to make a big tunnel, and it's gonna go all the way across. Basically from here, where I just showed you, through the Nether wall. If you started a Minecraft world before Minecraft Bedrock came out for consoles, i.e. you played Minecraft Console Edition first, your world has what is known as a Nether wall around it. So that Nether wall is... okay, you know, I really can't see. By the way, that's my pathway I use. I think it should be at 174 blocks, but I guess because I made my world large, it's at 512 maybe? Or 207? You know, we'll find it. There it is. That is my Nether wall. This is actually one of the coolest things about having a legacy world, in my opinion, is you get this just giant thing, and I'm gonna burst a hole through that wall. It's gonna be fun. And so yeah, I'm gonna make a giant tunnel here, and the goal is to basically cut down on the time it takes me to go from here to my to the ancient cities, because I had to do it a whole ton recently for a couple of recent Let's Plays, and I was just reminded of like what a time-consuming you know, process it was, just how not fun it ultimately was. So let me show you what the process looks like right now, and then we can use the information regarding coordinates and stuff, and it'll be great. So yeah, what is your favorite block? You know, Minmus Eve, I hate to tell you, but that's not a real question. That is a fake question. That is a question that is the absence of something to say. And you know, I appreciate people who at least try to come with some question rather than saying, hi, I drank Fanta today. Which, side note, you know, I've got my knockoff Fanta brand right here. I guess it's not knockoff, I guess it's like trying to be healthy or something. I found it's like Fanta, but it's got 9 grams of fiber in. It's called Olipop. I read about it on the internet, and it's real. I don't know how you can put fiber in a fizzy drink, but they can. So yeah, here is my current journey, just to kind of show you this. I need to turn up my brightness. I know it's at 100, but I hope it's at 90, so I can see something more than I can right now. Oh, it's at 100. Why can I see nothing? Is it dark for all of you too, chat? Is it really dark? Like, I can't see anything. You know, if I just There we go. No, I can still see nothing. I removed all the vision. Okay. Oh, no, no. Okay, you can look at my keyboard. Okay, so I don't know how I ended up upside down. Or missing a face. Okay, I'll fix it. I got you, chat. Okay, we bend that. Hello. Apologies about my wet hair. I showered. I actually hadn't showered in like a day and a half, and in this heat, that is the grossest thing a human being can do. Okay, so you can now I can see everything a little bit better. Can we have an upside down face cam stream? It's funny, if I set the face cam upside down, the camera actually knows what I'm doing. I think it tries to correct, so I'm rotating you right now. If I'm not mistaken, it's got... See, look at that! What did I just do? The camera is vertical now. I don't even know how it did that. But yeah, the camera actually knows how to... Like, it's got like a smart system in it to stop you going upside down. Which is a shame, because sometimes you want an upside down camera, right? How many degrees is it there? It's 44. I think this is the last hot day. I think it's going back down to the low 30s. Which is apparently normal for Vegas in September. If you can see Cal, he's in America. Yeah, this. Wait. I've got a better way to make this clear. Where am I right now? What country am I in? Glad you asked, internet. Okay, now no one has to ask questions anymore. Now we can just... Actually, there we go. Should we just wear this over my face? Just like, which... Do you like it? I bought this at the dollar store. It cost $1.25, which I'm just saying. Some would say that's too many dollars. Some would say that if something is a called a dollar store... Anyway, you like it? Your house is so damn white. Whoa, don't bring race into this, man. Maybe, wait, I'll make the cow wear the flag. It doesn't quite work, does it? I guess if I, like, tie this a bunch of times, like, wait. I could, like... You know what? There we go. American cow. Does that work? So we need to move it that way. No, that way. We need to move it that way. Okay, one sec. Okay. Oh god. Is it clear to everyone yet which country that I'm in? Can you hear me from this side of the room? Okay. Rest that on there. Okay, yeah. I guess I should go on the other side. You know, if you see a cow in America, CA is good for a visit, but not a stay, says Dominic Durant. How do you spot the American? Oh, it's like, the fact that they'll unwarrantedly talk about California. That's my thing. So, yeah, no, I've got a microphone, and I think I finally worked out why it's giving me hassle. I think it's a cardioid microphone when I want to compress a microphone, or I don't remember which way around it was. Is the flag symbolic? Yes, it is. Now that the Queen is dead, I'm no longer a British citizen, so I've gotta find my new allegiance quickly. And you know, it's either the cows or it's the Americans who are gonna look after me from now on. You know, I'm not really bothered who. I just wanna, you know, just want them to make sure that electricity costs less than a, you know, whatever. You know, I don't even know what it is right now. It's literally, it's so insane that I don't even believe the numbers they tell me. It's like, it costs 85p per kilowatt. And it's like, okay, so $1 for every, okay, well that makes everything unaffordable. So have you learned the Pledge of Allegiance yet? I think if I'm not mistaken, it goes like this. I pledge allegiance blindly to a set of colors and symbols that represent that some people died at some point. Yeah, there we go. I think I got it. I think I did well. Oh, Christ. Your best stuff with the cows. See, I have to turn off my light just to be able to see things. But does my face cam look fine? Is it lit up well enough, chat? Because I literally turned off all the lights. And by that I mean shut the thing. Okay, so, yeah, this is what my current journey looks like. I have to go through a nether fortress, which, by the way, kind of painful to do, right? So, instead of going through the nether fortress, we fly up and around. Oh, I don't like this lag and opening and unopening. Oh, Elytra. Okay, so... Oh, Jesus. So we have to go through one of these. By the way, just picked up another with skeleton skull. Super handy. Oh, I don't want this anymore. Honestly, it's really funny. I used to have so many issues of so few nether mobs spawning. I think we've gone the opposite way now, too many. So I end up over here after like 100 blocks in a few minutes. Then I have to go this way, and I don't even have a pathway planned out for it. I literally am just at the point where it's like, okay, so we fly down, literally, we fly, and then I fly, and then I fly, oh, okay. I've got a tome of undying, I guess. And then I fire a firework this way, vaguely, and then up, maybe, is it through here? Like, I literally do just get lost every single time, looking desperately for where my thing is. It's no fun, in my opinion. This world is modded. Did you know the average person dies at least once in their life? On average, the average person dies precisely 0.9 times in their life, actually. Actually, it's probably about 0.95 deaths per person, I think. If you look at the stats, for every life that has existed, there is not one death. Wait, so look, there was an arrow there. It was telling me where to go. Do you see that? It's like, go this way. Do I go under, maybe? Okay, I did go under. That's my mistake. Okay, so there is my portal, right? Okay, so here is my challenge. Right now... Oh, what just happened to me? Do you see that? How does that even happen? Okay. So yeah, it's, I think it's just literally Minecraft kind of being slow. I just want to get up there. Okay, so we'll jump up, we'll jump down. Okay, this is where my portal is. It's at the... No! Okay. This is where my portal is. The coordinates are 770 minus 515, and I have to walk through a giant tunnel, and then I have to fly just so I can get here. In case you're curious as to what here is, by the way, I guess I should show you. The Queen of the Bahamas is dead. It's true. The Queen of the Bahamas has officially died. Queen of Antigua and Barbuda, too. Queen of Australia, if you'll believe it. Okay, so this is where my ancient city chests are lying around. Some would say too many of them. My ancient city's over there, my other ancient city's over there, my jungle, my mesa. Lots of interesting things are found right over here. So I need to have access to this portal. Going in the overworld will take 10,000 blocks. And so, 770 minus 515. Hey, thank you, David. Appreciate... You know what? Storing coordinates, always a valuable thing in streams. Okay, so now, my plan... This is why we need to plan it. If I try to just build my big tunnel, it'll end up nowhere. I need to... Oh my god, I hate you. So I have to start... I'm going to mine diagonally and see where that takes me. Should I start here? Or should I start in front of the portal? I guess I'll start from here. So... 771. No, actually, 767, 70 minus 515. We're going to dig perfectly diagonal from here. And we're going to see... Like, again, this is a mega project that needs a lot of planning. I probably won't make the entire thing like a giant circle because, you know, reasonable constraints. But I want to make like a big hole through the wall, and I want to make a big tunnel through all of this. It's going to take so much nether mining. You know, we're going to do the maths on what it'll take later, and it'll be depressing. But yeah, given population growth of recent decades, isn't it true as many people living today have died of history? So Comrade Clyde, this is... Funnily enough, I had that instinctive thought too, that there are 8 billion people alive as of later this year. And that's more than ever have existed in history. But just because of the sheer length of human history, even if you just count, like, modern humans, like, there have been hundreds of billions of people. Because, you know, 8 billion people times 100 generations is 800 billion, you know, people. But 250 million people times 10,000 generations is a lot more. Okay, so we mine far enough that way, and we reach a big nothingness area. Should I place Netherrack to kind of mark? I guess we have to if we want to do this accurately.
Boy cat.
Howdy!
Home decor is a bit yee-haw there, cowboy. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. Here is your allowance.
I get it. I was like at first, like, whoa, I didn't realize you were so patriotic. There, Pookie. I didn't, you know, United States of America. Chat, I think we're sticking with that. Does that sound good? Here's a fun fact. I can't include, I was gonna like jokingly mention, like I should put a flag in my, I can't actually include flags in this world because it's on the marketplace. Fun fact. Basically 1984, am I right? Okay, so we need to do something about this lava up here. I'm thinking the best thing to do would probably be... okay, this is what you always do when you see lava like this. You make a little thing around it. A little circle. Okay. Thank God he doesn't have a crossbow. I think he has a crossbow, though. Honestly, when you're spending this much time in the Nether, it might be worth making something gold. Okay, so we'll just murder him, make him go away. So now, underneath all of that, we place, like, our block there. And there we go. The lava from below us goes away. Roughly 117 billion people since 200,000 BCE. You know, whenever I see anything to that level of accuracy, I know, like, well, how real can that really be? Like, 100, you know, like, that's a bit too specific. Even knowing that there's 8 billion people on Earth right now takes so much data collection. And you're still undercounting it. I guess you could also argue we're undercounting deaths, but, like, the only time we know for sure that someone lives or has died is when a hospital or, you know, like, a health professional registers their death. But so many people live off the grid. How many people live in the Andaman Islands, you know, like in uncontacted tribes? We have really decent estimates, and it's like, we're within a margin of like 10 to 15 people. But you start adding that up with all the people who live in, like, you know, inside of the United States of America, how many people live there? Genuinely, you don't know, because only people who are declared, and then we have to start making estimates again. It's like the issues with we don't actually know how big the economy is, because so much of the economy is in illegal things that no one would report, because why would you? You know, no one's going to knock on themselves. And so yeah, it's very fascinating. Statistics is a magical concept I can't understand. Have you ever considered not understanding it? Reverse population extrapolation based on all current known methods. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying it's like, it's one of those, like, almost unknowable real truths. So that you have to just say, we know this to a degree of accuracy that makes us happy enough. And ultimately, that is fine. Also, I think... Okay, here's my new idea, because I don't have enough netherrack blocks right now. Okay, maybe I do. 680 minus 428. If I just remove 200 blocks from both, I get to... Or 100 blocks. I get to 580 minus 328. So I'm going to go that way right now. 580 minus 328. Okay, I'm not going to get that far, apparently. And then we'll just restart it from over there. So 580 would be over here somewhere. And 328 is over there. And then we'll start mining it again. Just, I want to make this tunnel look properly good. I'm guessing you already talked about the Queen a bit. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not into music. Appreciate your concern, though. But yeah, you know, like, don't get me wrong, Don't Stop Me Now was great. I did, you know, it's not like it's a bad song, but it's not my primary thing. Yeah, minus, okay, thank you, Dash at 680, minus 428 was the original chords. Yes, that is important. So now I need to go to 580, which is over here. Okay, so from here we start going diagonally backwards again. Let me work out. If we were 100, 100, we go this way first, right? No, we'd go this way first. You know, does it really matter in the end? It gets us close enough to where we need to be. So we're going to mine diagonally through here. Trying to keep it roughly on par. I'm kind of messing it up with the way I'm mining this, but it's fine. Probably fine. You know what? Statistically fine. But yeah, London Bridge is down. Yeah, that... Oh, damn it, I forgot. Yeah, all British TV is meant to play the little morning message when she went down, isn't it? Man, this is a bad time to be outside the UK. I wanna see the mood. Because I figured, you know, whenever big stuff happens, like internationally, you can't see it. But I was looking on TVs at the place I was at when it happened, and they were talking about, like, Lamar's drama. Who is Lamar? I don't know who Lamar is, but he has drama. Yeah, I was kind of curious, you know? Like, honestly, there is an interesting... You could use the lodestone on a compass and just mine in that direction. But isn't the problem that I need it to be precisely a diagonal line, right? Would it... I guess a compass can give you a... Yeah, no, not for diagonals. I think a diagonal would tell you that you've... Like, this is me, like, plotting out the path so I can see what needs to be mined out and what needs to be... Like, for instance, here I can make a big circle in the middle of nowhere, but over there I'd have to... Yeah, right? Maybe? Also, oh, no. Also, I realized making a blue ice pathway diagonal is way harder to do, like, super accurately. So that's gonna be a fun time. Yeah, but how's everyone doing, chat? Let's ignore the... You know, let's ignore the death of heads of states. You know, like, let's... You know, like, this is a Minecraft stream, man. You know, usually it's other people telling that to me, but I'm gonna use that as my excuse to everyone else today. Okay, so... From here onwards... We keep going diagonal. Okay, and then once we're here... Oh god, I forgot which way it was. You know, we're keeping it very rough, I think. In fact, wait, if we have the same coordinates from earlier, we can just follow those to the next point. So, if anyone stored them, what was it, 580, 328? So now we go to 480... Yeah, 480... Wait. Yeah, was it 580? I forgot what it was, okay? When you for ages, she died before they announced BBC was to cut regular programming, which they did. Presenter was black, which was required. Ah, yeah, see, that was the exciting stuff. I was waiting for that. Okay, so it was 770 minus 520, 680 minus 430. Wait, what? Okay, so we're going to dig this way and we're going to see what we find. Okay, so this is a nice open stretch, which is good. I found out I'll get the surgery I need for endometriosis next month, which is good news. Yeah, I think it's crazy that they can shoot some lasers inside there and like destroy some of the things they need destroyed. Okay, 680, 428. So that means we need 480, 228. So 228 is found this way a lot, and then 480 will be found somewhere over there too. Okay, so this is actually a good way of like almost like checkpointing what we do. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, trying to do this on a round can be rough. So use in-game chat to store coordinates, says Doug Svoboda. Yeah, that's what speedrunners do. I think it's definitely the handier way to do stuff like this. Can't we copy-paste code now, or is that Java only? I think it's in the latest beta for Bedrock as well, which is big news. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be mistaking it for something. Okay, so 480, 228. Just gonna kill these guys first. Yay, the cow is back, says Duncan Wool. You know, the American dream is to one day have a giant painting of a cow. No, it's amazing that you can just buy a cow painting for $14, right? People would have had to, you know, like there are billionaires out there spending hundreds of millions of dollars buying these fancy arts, and I got this one for $15. Look how beautiful he is. Look how patriotic he is. You know, that cow didn't know he was American, but that painting of a cow does. Isn't that crazy? I mean, I guess the cow doesn't know anything. Okay, so 480, 228. So that's 480. This is 228. So now we just stack up from here. This is our little checkpoint, if you will. As long as we actually have to dig into a tunnel to get to that proper checkpoint. And then we start digging this way again. I think we'll keep doing it in both directions every time. Just kind of keeping the vibe going, and we'll be good. You can even copy chords in the settings. So, 680 minus 428. There we go. I typed it wrong. 680. You know, it's... that works. Is the chat really funny? Like, is that how Minecraft chat normally looks, or is that just me? Do billionaires actually exist, though? Does it count if it's all in stock? There is a really interesting argument in there, right, about... no one is a cash billionaire. We only do it when we measure assets. But we don't measure the assets of normal people. Like, if you have 0 in your bank account, we generally measure you as having 0, even though you might have, you know, like a car that has value, and you know, like you have a house, you have home equity, etc. In fact, home equity is usually the only wealth source that people count against themselves. Thank you so much for becoming a member, by the way. Thank you. By the way, the member goal is inaccurate. Is it even going up, by the way? Have we been stuck at 767? That sounds unfair. Okay, so we're gonna keep digging these diagonal tunnels. Again, we're really trying to get a feel for the path that this is gonna take. That's the most important thing we're doing here. The font is weird in your chat. Okay, the font is weird in my chat. Thank you for confirming. I really... Oh, it was Darren Hughes gifting 5 memberships. Thank you. Really appreciate the gift there. Toy Cat not vibing to the song. Honestly, I think I need to get some... Yeah, I don't know. The girl still says birthday girl, lol. You know, it's for my next birthday. I would like to have... Honestly, I would love to get to 1,000 members. That would be like... You know, everything would be chill in a way that it isn't right. Oh, okay. So, this is roughly where we need to be. If you measure my assets, I'm a 0 cillionaire. See, right, but that's when you're not measuring the fact that you, you're not measuring the fact that you have some device. You know, it's worth some number of hundreds. Even if it's used and it's not in great condition, it's got a value that you're not applying to it. We only count the value of the things around you when you have enough of the value of the things around you. 1,000 members for Carolina Reaper Part 2. Yeah, I think that's what we need to do. I think we need to have like a big goal like that to aim for. That's clearly the way this is gonna go. But this is very awkward to walk through. The bouncing left and right. Wait, doesn't Marcus Persson have 1.4 billion in cash? First of all, okay, you know what? I hate to be the boring person, but I find finance to be an interesting topic, so we're going to talk about it until everyone is bored of me here. So, first of all, if you get paid $1.4 billion, as much as people will say, like, well, rich people have these smart ways of avoiding taxes, it's like, no. But rich people have ways of deferring taxes, usually, like moving them onwards, or if you're really lucky and you live in a country with favorable rules, you can pay a lower % tax rate by moving it to a certain type of income versus another type. But in general, like, his 1.4 billion in Sweden, he's lucky to walk out of that with 700 million. I think it's actually far less. It could be there's some relief available for him. I highly doubt there was. So he didn't even have $1 billion in cash then, and then he's since spent lots of money. Probably, you know, if he kept it in cash, he would be an idiot. So he almost immediately transferred it into stocks anyway. And so he had 700 million, spent 100 million on a house, spent, you know, God knows what else on... was it 100 million? I think it was more than 100 million in the end. But he spent an insane amount of money on a house. He spent an insane amount of money on all the other things that he enjoys. And so, is he a billionaire in cash? I mean, he was never a billionaire anyway. Although here's the thing, like, are you a billionaire if someone was willing to pay you $1 billion for something you made just because you didn't receive it, you know? Just because he paid taxes on, you know, like, but I guess you could say in the moments before he paid taxes, because it's not like it comes immediately out of it. For large transactions, you can generally make that happen, you know? Was he a billionaire then? So rich people basically do tax money laundering. I think there's this, okay, so... yeah, there's this fun game you get to play when you don't need money immediately off being able to move it around in the right way, right? So Cat explains the stonk memes for 2 hours. Okay, so we're trying to get to 380, 128 now. We're going to see if we end up there. It's going to be a long thing. You don't buy a house outright, you get a mortgage to keep your principal high interest account, so your interest can pay your mortgage. See, that's actually, this is my favorite topic to talk about. I'm sorry, this is nerdy finance stuff. But if you're really, really rich, if you have 100 million, let's say, and you're about to buy a house that's 100 million, it's probably better if we say you have 200 million and the house is worth 100 million. Is the smart thing to do in that case to take the 100 million and buy the house in cash, buying things in cash like a bulla? Or is the smart thing to do get a mortgage on that house. You know, the payments will be like 300 grand a month or something, but like, what do you care? You then take the 80 million you'd otherwise put in the mortgage. Oh, we found the Nether Fortress, by the way, unless it's a different one. But yeah, it's actually the correct decision is to get the mortgage and invest the rest. But that's like that's a decision that you know, like people making risky decisions like that is I don't know, one of the underpinnings of Also, I think I'm in the wrong corner. I should be at 380, 128. So we're gonna mine this way a little bit. Also, I don't think this is the same Nether Fortress from before. I'm gonna quickly confirm that, but I do not believe it is. So we could use this for our advantage, having another Nether Fortress. I could make this one into a farm or something if I wanted to. I don't want to, but like I could, should I want to do that. But for now, we're just gonna mine straight through it. We're just gonna pretend it does not exist, because I've got places to be. Okay, so we have to mine this block too. 380, 128. So now we're gonna keep on moving diagonally. This is such a huge, like, hopefully you're seeing, internet, the scale and the size of this project. Even to make a tunnel through this, just a blue ice tunnel, no extra fancy anything, would be intense. There are so many fortresses in my long-term world. Yeah, I guess when you explore the Nether enough, you're gonna run into lots of these things. But this is like, yeah, my fourth one. It's definitely a functional one, so I want to take advantage of that in some way. If I had that much money, I'd still live in a normal flat. I just want to live comfortably and not worry about money, says Toxic Death. See, there's an interesting argument that everyone... Not only... Okay, so... It is an interesting point on, like, maybe you could argue capital allocation. Because if you were the sort of person who would have 100 million and then never spend any of it, you would be a bad candidate to have 100 million. Like, economically speaking, you want someone to have money that they look at. Also, how did a zombie ever get here? Can someone explain? How did 2 zombies ever get here? There's got to be a portal. No? Did these guys spawn naturally in the... Oh, man. That sucks. What? How did that even happen, you know? That is weird, right? That's not just me. That is objectively strange, in my opinion. Okay, so... The project is whole. I'm not even joking. So now we're gonna go to 280 positive 72, I think. It's positive 71. Unless we're going to minus 28. You know, we're going to minus 28. 280 minus 28. Okay, so that's our next kind of marking. Oh, we got lots of mobs to kill and not die to. But yeah, I think there's a... I think there's a fun game that Rich People play. Actually, wait. So the point is, if you leave money in cash, it's not only bad for like the growth of that money in the future, it's really, really bad for the world at large. The way our economy works, I'll simplify it massively, but $1 is not worth $1. Every time you transfer $1 to someone, they get $1's worth of goods, services, etc., and you get $1, or vice versa. You're always buying or selling things. I'm using dollars because, you know, American currency, international, whatever. You know what, the cow likes the dollar, and so apparently so do I. So, basically, like, the more times in a year or a month or a day that dollar switches hands, the better. Whereas if you leave $1 for a rainy... Oh my god, I don't want to be blown up all this. You know, this is why you should always bring a crossbow with you to Nether. I'm getting hit too much. I don't want it. I'm over it. Anyway, so... Oh, please stop. Am I gonna actually burn to death? Is that the crazy thing that's gonna happen? I wish there was fast healing just for this reason. Like, I've got high quality netherite armor. I just... You know, like, come on. Give me a chance to hit back. See, look at that. Okay, we'll get it this time. Okay, I'll eat a little bit. See, what? Okay, you know, it's fine. Without flying, oh, I'm actually... I hate ghasts. They don't... Oh, I hate them! I hate them so much. I just want you to despawn. I want you gone. Okay, so... I find it sus the queen dies a day after she met the new PM. She was like, well, you know what? Appreciate your time, but I'm out. Maybe I'm just saying. See, that given that Prime Minister's been, you know, like used to be anti-royalist, yeah, anti-monarchy, abolish the monarchy, whatever. You know, maybe this has been her plan the whole time. All these years. It's been there just so she could eventually put that in place. Just saying, it's technically possible. Okay, so we're going to place a couple blocks down under that. This is a very messy way to do it, but I want to keep these markings to be clear. Okay, so 2 more blocks this way. It's weird because it looks as though, without the pathway in between it, it doesn't look like these actually line up correctly. Okay, and now we're going to keep on going. She, probably played cancer or something, but they hide the fact. I mean, the thing... Okay, this is the controversial fact about being old. Hi, I've been a fan for 4 years. Use the Toolkit X to buy and review a uniquely American fast food item you've never tried before. Any channel. Thank you! You might see it in a YouTube story soon. I almost bought a, it was called an American Special hot dog today, and they described the number of things that came on it, and I was like, at what point is a hot dog not a hot dog anymore? At what point are we using this as a platform on which we're doing? Anyway, but yeah, when you get old, this is like, I think people have a really hard time talking about death, and I kind of understand why. Like, a lot of people would rather believe that it just doesn't happen, or something like that. But the truth is, death does happen at some point in your life. Given that we know that to be... Okay, so we got a diagonal route here. We're going to make it go more diagonal this way next too. Given we know that to be true, it's important to know that, like, old age isn't this magical thing where one day you're like, oh, I really am enjoying, you know, like, oh, everything's all fine. And then next minute you're like, ah. No, old age is like, yeah, your body starts to break down because we have lots of great technology to keep people who are age 30 to keep going to age 40, and age 40 to keep going. But, like, at a certain point, everything... Think of it like a car, right? In a car, an engine might last for 100,000 miles, and a pair of suspensions, that's definitely a thing that comes in pairs. Hey, thank you, Hungry, for the $50 tip. Really appreciate it. Everything in a car has a different lifespan, and although you can last as long as you want without one of those things breaking, the longer you go, the longer the odds are that one of those things breaks. Whereas when you first drive a car off, or whatever, when it's like brandish new, it's unlikely something breaks because it's all just been replaced. We don't replace the hearts of people routinely. We don't replace the lungs and the kidneys, and, you know, one day I think we actually might move in that direction. But until we get there... Okay, so now we found the diagonal route will take me all the way to here, which isn't actually ideal. I want it to start somewhere else and go straight until it reaches there. And so that's the whole thing. Australia just announced they're going to keep Elizabeth on the currency permanently. See, that is incredibly interesting, Robson Flockini. I'm going to have to fact check that. But, yeah, that's effectively saying, like, yeah, we kept the Queen, we didn't keep the monarchy. Which is how a lot of countries feel. Like, it is a little absurd when you dive into it enough. But, like, yeah, there's this person who's in charge of all these countries because at one point our country seized those countries by force, and, you know, we don't really question it, but that's how it is. It is a little strange. It kind of is. I'll totally agree with you on that. So I'm going to keep mining this way until we hit the edge, just so it's clear as to where exactly that is. Okay, so now we can take this area, and we can work out from this where the... Okay, this is some complex math, right? But this is a diagonal line going from my portal. Let's say this is the portal, this is the other portal. I'm going to diagonally line it until I hit there, and then I'm going to straight line it. You feel me? So somewhere along here, there's going to be a straight line that intersects with this diagonal, and then from there we'll go diagonally. You could do a more efficient route by going like 2 blocks diagonal, like a diagonal and a slight bend or something. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think I will. You do not to invoke a primal fear of mortality at this time of the night. Oh, you know the one that gets me every time. I know this is you saying, "Wow, that's scary," and me going, "You know what's really scary?" Is like one of those like accepted truths we kind of drill into ourselves that just is not true. Is that what happens to old people is they get more and more bored of being alive, and then when the time they die, they're like, "Wow, I had a good 80 years. It was fine." But like, no, life is a party, and at some point you have to leave that party. And the party's going on still, you know? It's not like everyone wraps up and we're like, well, that was good. That was life. It's like, no. There will be some cool stuff being invented in the year 2100 when you die. And you're not going to get to experience it. In fact, the stuff in the year 2090, you're going to be hurting every single day. But like, I think making peace of those pieces of information, I think that will help you in your day-to-day life. I think... oh, we have to go to the other portal anyway. It's like a shotgun versus a rifle. I think it is... Project is making a Nether tunnel pathway from main portal to ancient city portal. Exactly, Nate Bell. Exactly that. Let's be realistic, it's been close to a 70-year reign. She served in World War II by fixing cars, but then she liked to sneak off and drive. So here is a fun fact. My passport is issued in the name of the Queen. And so the Queen doesn't need a passport or a driving license to drive legally. I don't know if she ever took her test. I would guess she didn't. Which is kind of crazy. But yeah, she did love to... She loved to scare foreign royals, apparently, with that. I think it's one of those, like, things, though. Like, maybe a little bit exaggerated in the story. Because who doesn't love to exaggerate a little story here and there? Is any of these not full? Okay, this one is not full. Let's empty our Netherrack into this box. I need to work out a project that uses all this Netherrack. Should I make a Nether in the overworld somewhere? I think I'm gonna have to, right? Like, I've got too many other blocks lying around. What am I gonna do with them all? You saw my fear made it worse. That's why I enjoy these streams. Yeah, no, that one like really gets me. Like, man, yeah, you need to appreciate what you have now, because it's not like, oh yeah, don't worry, you can just wait till later when everything gets magic. It's like, no. You're the one that makes things good. If you're not at peace with your life, death, and everything in between now, you're the one that needs to. You're the one that needs to work on that, and it's really hard. Like I don't know how to deal with the fact that yeah, I'm gonna I either have to extend my life such that I make it to the point where, you know, we invent a version of immortality, or at least cryogenics, cryogenics, that's the one. Or you've got to make peace with the fact that, yeah, at some point, there'll be things that are happening that you care about, that you genuinely... You know, it's like if you're a smoker, you can tell yourself all you like. They're like, yeah, it's totally fine. It's just, I don't know why they're Italian in this scenario. Hey, I'm just a smoker. I like to do a little smoking on the weekend. You know, you can tell yourself what you like. They're like, yeah, well, I don't want to live long anyway. But it's like, well, you know, I mean, you've got to actually be aware of that fact every single time. Or, you know, you've got to be aware of the fact that it is going to shorten your life. There are going to be some years you would want that you would not get. Yeah, I'm now going to dig the straight line pathway at layer 70 and see where it intercepts. Just at me, Toy Cat, I'm still here. You don't smoke. I actually don't understand why. If you could explain it, actually. Why are cigars less dangerous for you? Like, cigars give you mouth cancer, but not lung cancer, right? And, like, everyone always says, like, oh, it's because you don't inhale. And it's like, what do you mean you don't inhale? These are my lungs. What? Do I just... No, it's like... I don't know. Everyone's like, oh, it goes into your mouth and not your... You know, smokers have these confusing terms for everything. And I don't... It's like, don't inhale cigars. You know, you're all doing it wrong. You need your lungs for that, right? It's like, you don't actually inhale, you know, exhaust fumes. It's like I do. I breathe... like, you know? Okay, so whenever, you know how, like, being in a city is, like, one of the worst things for your health, because there's brake dust, and there's nitrous oxide, and there's all these things there from all the cars that are lying around. Okay, so... Also, yeah, we're gonna have to dig at layer 70 this way. So this is rough. Wait, I'm gonna check the coordinates on where I want this tunnel to start. Okay, chat, actually, if you have a... Tell me what you think about my feelings there. But it's like, inhaling is how you get your brain to give the good feeling. You're not supposed to inhale support. You put it into your mouth and immediately push it out your nose to get the flavor. See, right, but right now I'm breathing in oxygen. Are you saying that I didn't actually get the oxygen from that because it went out my nose? It's like, no, I did. I did. Like, I can't get the I can't circulate it without... There isn't inhaling and sucking. You're supposed to taste it in your mouth and blow it out. Nicotine levels are too high. It's difficult to explain to someone who's never smoked. I do understand what people are saying when they're like, there's... And then there's... Or something, you know? But it's like, I don't understand where that comes into anything else. Okay, so I'm thinking my big tunnel entrance should be over here. I think, like, actually, if we go a little bit further ahead, I want it to be, like, grand and above nothing, you know? So, I think, let's say over here. But there's 70, I guess it will have to start. What do you reckon, chat? Just, like, imagine a big circle ahead of me right now. Just big circle. And then just, like, tunnel through the world. Yeah, I think this could be the midpoint of that. Yeah, I guess it kind of has to be. Oh, no, I guess we could have it start... If we destroy that big block right there, we can have it start around there. You can have food in your mouth, but have it not go down your throat. I guess so. You know what? That's a good analogy. But then, why... I'm so confused about the whole cigar thing. Yeah, right, I know that there's this funny thing about, like, smokers and non-smokers. Like, just things that are not understood, right? Honestly, one of the things I don't... but yeah, so my point there is to say that, yeah, smoking cigars is apparently not dangerous for you. I don't understand why it's not dangerous for you, but it's accepted that it is, and so I just, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, if you're, like, really trying to get into, maybe you need to care about more. But for me, it's just like, okay. Oh, also, it turns out this goes basically all the way to the same place. Wait, is that correct? I'm gonna have to fly this just to confirm. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, it looks like it goes basically parallel in the end. Maybe, yeah, I want it to go a little bit more like here. It should line up with that portal somewhat. So, minus 42 is where this ends. We'll start at minus 42. And we'll just see where minus 42 takes us. Also, thank you for gifting 5 memberships, including to Dan Marsh. Congratulations. You are now a member. Okay, so 42 is to the left a bit, actually. Okay, so... 42 is over... Okay. I guess I'm going to start placing the Netherrack for it, even though it's not that necessary, just so it's, like, marked in stone. Also, yeah, thank you. Make the tunnel off-center. Oh, that is a great idea, Cancerous Attitude. I want to make it like an incorrect circle. That is such a good idea. You know, this is why people pay you the big money, Cancerous Attitude. And if they're not paying you the big money, they should be. Okay, so we go this way now, and then we make a big like cross over here. So there's going to be a big circle. I'm not sure if it's going to be centered around this or it's going to be what. But this is the point where it's going to intersect and then go diagonal. So it'll be straight up until there, and then it'll go diagonally. I could also make it diagonally this way. And that way I could link it into my my big obsidian tunnel. Obsidian glass tunnel. What money am I getting? If they're not giving you the money they owe you. That's a big problem. So, yeah, it is funny that every single person is like, man, Queen died. I can't wait to go tell my favorite British Minecraft streamer. But I guess it shows the magnitude of the event. I have this real hard time, like... I think people make really big deals off deaths in general. And I think that's actually really important for people you care about. Or for people that die in an event that is scary to you. Like, maybe that's the wider point, is that people are just terrified of the idea of death. Because... when when public figures, you just don't ever expect to have human feelings, right? And emotions and lifespans. Maybe it's scary when you realize that Michael Jackson or the Queen or, your favorite musician, actress, politician. Maybe it's shocking when you learn that, like, whoa, they be people too. But as it turns out, they really do be people. Okay, so I need to make, like, a tunnel here or something, if that's gonna work. I'm not sure how that's going to be. Also, losing a parent is hard regardless of royal status. I think when your mother is 96, you should make peace with that, right? I know it's hard in another sense, but I think this is the... Maybe that's the really brutally not nice thing here. It's like... is if you become okay with the idea of death, you've got to become okay with the idea of almost death, right? You've got to be able to look at someone who's, you know, 89 and say, wow, yeah, next year, maybe not. My great-grandmother died age 90-something, too. By the way, made it way too long. You know, no offense, but, like, a little bit too far in life. Don't want to... you know, this is someone I can actually make fun of because it's my family. Made it way too far in life. Like, was an undoubted burden on the people around her. Had dementia, in case you're curious. Glad she didn't know me before the dementia. Would have been a bummer to know her afterwards. Yeah, it's like looking at someone that old and being like, yeah, they're just pre-death. I think that's the scary bit. Because then you look, if we acknowledge that there is like, oh yeah, basically dead. Then you have to acknowledge there's basically dead, right? If the 80s-ish is when you're basically dead, then the 70s are your last good decade, and your last like probable decade, and then that's like again that adds to the ticking clock. Because as you get older, you know, here's something weird, right? If you assume the average life expectancy is 80, man, is this just the death stream? Am I just gonna talk about death all stream long? I guess so. Also, why are there spiders and zombies and an enderman? I guess the enderman makes sense. Why is there a spider and zombies in my Nether? That is weird, right? That is not a normal, expected part of the Nether experience to me. So just keep going this way. Connect up to the other parts of the tunnel, and then we'll see what we do. Wasn't this a bug when 1.16 came out? Is that what it is? It's just like a thing that's been going around since then. It was one to know my grandpa pre-Alzheimer's, who was 92 and from 1899. Man, and from the 1800s. Yeah, that's a long time away. That's before cars. That's when the horse and carriage was it. You know, is Superflat dead? Says Greg Cannon. Superflat is not dead. I have a really great announcement. I think the video will be next Tuesday. It's a very long edit. Maybe it goes without saying. Maybe it doesn't go without saying. Also, yeah, I definitely had a tunnel going through here already. So let's go find that tunnel real quick. Was it here? I think it was. No, this is not it. Let's go find that tunnel. Okay, so... I wonder where it is, actually. Is it here? If it's a layer 70, where did it go? Okay, whatever. We're not going to worry about it too much. We're just going to keep mining diagonally. But yeah, one could say it goes without saying. Thank God Superflat has been revived. Yeah, it's, I'm very excited about what I believe to be true for that. Also, yeah, we are way off on this. Did I make a mistake here somewhere, maybe? Is my tunnel like 100 blocks off? Yeah, leaders rise and fall, but Toycat Superflat rise from the ashes. See, it looked like it died forever, but the cool thing is that it did not. Not without with saying. Oh, it goes with saying. That's a fun way to word that, I guess. That's a very fun way to word that. Yeah, Superflat does live. It is. I am pleased to announce. So yeah, where is my old tunnel? I remember it being... Okay, so it must be up there. Is that maybe the mistake that I made it like 10 blocks too high? Yeah, it was definitely up there. So I wonder what happened. Let's... Oh gosh, okay. Let's make it big. Oh god, this... Okay. So let's just make a tower up. Don't get hit by a skeleton. Oh, that was close. Okay, they'll kill each other. It's fine. Thank goodness I thought your Superflat wall was gone. I'm glad you saved it. I'm glad I saved it too. Okay. Where did that skeleton even come from? You gotta admit, this is a weird bug. This is a incorrect feeling bug. Okay, so tear you apart. Okay, so where is my tunnel? Can someone go back to when I was lost in it? Was it over here? I had a tunnel before. It's gone missing. They came from the ancient city. Why is there bedrock on the wall there? Yeah, so that is one of the weird quirks of when they remove the wall. It used to be... This whole wall used to be made of bedrock, and they converted it to netherrack, but they didn't convert it all correctly. Again, this is just how Minecraft console handled conversions. It's one of those super weird artifacts. Also, yeah, McVella, I'm glad you are glad to hear about it. Yeah, what coordinates was I at? I know I dug into it from somewhere over there. And I know this is the correct set of coordinates over there somewhere. But where was I mining from? I don't even know. Y71. If it was Y71, that still wouldn't... You know, I'm just gonna have to check my own stream. Okay, we'll do it. One sec. I'll get a drink. Chat. Try and find the coordinates. One sec. I need... I'm very thirsty. I don't drink enough because I need so much more fluid to not die when you're in such a hot place. I'm gonna go get a drink. Hello. Okay, 312, 70, minus 64. 312, 70, minus 64. 312, 7. So, it was here? Why did... It can't be. It must be wrong. Huh. Yeah, I'm really confused. Unless maybe you checked the first time I went, well, you know... I don't want to dig a whole second tunnel that's unrelated to the first tunnel. 257 minus 4 is the tunnel entrance near the glass tunnel. But minus 4, but the... You know, I'm so confused. Wasn't this originally a no tipping stream? Are you confused? No, I did the experiment. If you want to hear about that again. Okay, so I'm fascinated with monetization methods, right? Like, yeah, okay, I had another tunnel going through here. I don't know how to find it without doing a whole fly around again. Which I guess we have to do. Yeah, I mean, there is a tunnel of some sorts at 287 minus 35. Okay, 287 minus 35. Wait, minus 35. That's way over there. Yeah, I just came out of a tunnel while coming here, right? Am I crazy or did I do that? But I can't see it. I can't... Yeah, it was like in this corner. If I just keep placing blocks, I'll find it. The no tipping stream was uploaded today, so they thought that was this. Yeah, I decided to make all the super flat streams public. So they've been posting as if they were like just released. Which is kind of weird. Like, I don't know why YouTube does that with streams, but it does. You dug a tunnel, then walked out of it. Yeah, I dug a tunnel, and then walked out of it. And then I dug this tunnel over here, and that's in an entirely different place to my previous tunnel. Right? Am I going crazy here? Am I the one having a mental breakdown? And then I had to mine this tunnel myself just now, and I have all the blocks from it. And you know, it's taking me more time to find the other tunnel than it is to just dig this and then find out where the other thing is. Okay. The Mandela effect in action. No, like, this is the Mandela... This is literally like I dug a tunnel going this way. Now I'm digging a tunnel going that way. But I shouldn't have to dig a second tunnel because my initial tunnel that I took to go this way should always be... dig into the fortress. Like right now, chat, do you see that I'm the one doing this mining? Like, I made a tunnel previously, though, which is why it's so confusing that I'm doing this. Okay, if we dig up into this fortress. Okay, so we're just gonna dig up into it, solely for the sake... Oh, gosh. Okay, it's very messy, very scary, lots of dead mobs. Man, I don't know why magma cubes can spawn with these things. Doesn't feel like a fair game to me. It's like it has carbon monoxide poisoning. Am I being like, is this like the internet trolling me? Like, I dug a tunnel, and now I want to go back into that tunnel that I dug. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay. I was not expecting that, but it might happen. Am Am I going... What is... Oh god! Oh lord! Okay, what? How did they even find me there? How? No! I don't want this! Okay. I just, real quick, I need to explain this, chat. No, you know what? I don't need to explain this. It's a collective troll. While I was gone, that's what happened here. Like, okay, let me explain this. So I was digging a tunnel between these 2 points, and then I made the tunnel. I came out of the tunnel. I dug some more tunnel, and then when I come back to go find that tunnel, it's not there. I'm digging an entirely new. Okay. 258, 67 minus 6 was the previous tunnel exit. Okay, we got it. Oh, I should probably make this a bit. Man, there's a lot here. Please listen to me, please. Okay, we got it. You know what? Everyone else here, chat, you're all having collective... You know what? There is an interesting thing about attention spans, and for streams it makes sense. Like, this is casual background activity, right? But still, I mean... That's a serious lapse in your judgment. Oh, your collective judgments, chat. That you couldn't work out the like. What do you mean you'd already dug a tunnel? And it's like, yeah, I mean, of course I dug a tunnel. Because I'm going back the other way now to redig the tunnel. You know, I'm not explaining this well at all. I think this is valuable lesson for me as a communicator, right? Why don't you have a chest plate? Because I need to fly, Ben Edwards. I think I probably should put better protection on my armor, maybe. It is a good point. Or maybe, honestly, while working in the Nether, having a chest plate the entire time probably just makes some sense. Okay, so... Wait, where am I now? This is my tunnel? And this just go... Oh, so this is... Wait, is this the old tunnel? Am I... Yeah, that is the old tunnel there, right? This right here... I accidentally ended up in the old one, not the new one. Okay, so this one is at Y71. And so where does this end up? If I follow things correctly. The answer to that should be right next to the old one. But I have a theory that it's not going to be. Yeah, I think I'm like 100 blocks off. I think that's actually what's happened here. I think I made a... Stop making new tunnels, you lunatic. Yeah, this tunnel is way... Oh no, it's right here. It's literally like just a few blocks incorrect. That's how close the tunnels were, chat. Which still raises some interesting questions about how this is all put together. But they're questions I'm not going to be answering. Funny that all cap is called yelling. Yeah, that's what it is on the internet, right? I mean, you could make the truth that, like, words on the internet are just words. But there is a context, so, like, if you put something in italics, you're, like, emphasizing it. If it's in bold or caps, you're, like, really stressing it. This is what I believe. And sometimes people believe things very loudly that are very wrong. That's the world. Anyway, so, secret tunnel, no. Oh, that's a good way to describe it. I'm gonna make a giant secret tunnel that's very visible all the way across my Minecraft world, and only I will have access. I guess me and anyone who downloads it. I mean, if I just don't put a sign on it, it's a secret tunnel, right? Yeah, there we go. There's my genius naming convention. Okay, so then we dig this whole thing. It somehow got 1 block lower down than it should have been, but it's totally fine. Keep going diagonally. Looks like there's a funny mistake over here too. Yeah, I guess overall this entire thing is just filled with these like slight imperfections, but because we know the start and the endpoint are accurate, this is enough for us to know. And then we can follow it and we're great. There's a reason fonts have modes to highlight the important bits. You know, I think it's funny though when you look at text and it's like, oh yeah, we need to highlight the important parts of text. And it's like, why are we writing the unimportant parts of text? Like, there is this funny truth of live streams, because people do like this super long form content where we can talk about death and actually dive into it in this longer, say everything that you mean kind of version. But there is another angle of saying also.
Hello. You inspired me to build at 200k. I'm working on a rail system back to world spawn. Also, my dragon egg went through the portal. It's gone now.
It should be. Wait, it's not gone. It's at your spawn, wherever your spawn location is. Because it would go to your respawn point, but it'll get your spawn. As long as you haven't been to your spawn and just looked around it, your dragon egg will be there. You can save it if you make that 200,000 block route. Sounds amazing, by the way. But yeah, I love talking about life, the universe, and everything in between. Don't get me wrong. But if you think about it, the most polite thing to do for someone, you know, like there's this funny, is this Ernest Hemingway? It's some famous Mark Twain or so. It's some writer from the olden days that was like, I would have wrote you a shorter letter, but I didn't have the time. You know, it takes time to make something concise. How many of the last words in that sentence did I actually need? How many of the last sentences in the last hour have been useful to you? Not all of them. You know, you piece it together, you'll get something good. We can't see dark orange because we have the word brown. Is that what brown? Now that I think about it, actually. No, it's not dark orange, it's dark. I guess it would be dark orange. That's weird, huh? Yeah, I think important is too much. Highlights may be a better descriptor. I think that a lot of words are unimportant. Like without offense, right? If we look at chat right now, every comment in this chat has been usefully to me, says Darren Hughes, followed immediately by Hi Toy Cat from Ors Mudkip. You know, that's nice. They're saying a greeting. It's short at least. But then we have Humble Duck saying chat. You know, that was a worthless message. That was literally a worthless message. That message is just, you know, it's saying what it is. Never gonna give you up. Not a valuable lesson. Plugging the We're All Gonna Die Someday mug being a perfect day to start the stream. Oh my god, yeah! Just remember, chat. Oh, I should have plugged that at the end of my my Queen Elizabeth video. Oh, how did I mess up something so bad? Okay, so we've now got the tunnel dug, right? We've got all the basics off it. Now I have to work out the scale. Now I have to work out how this is actually going to work. Because chat, this is such a long tunnel. Even to just make this barely walkable, I'd have to be like, okay, so we're going to destroy all these blocks on the right? If I destroy all of these blocks, and I make it too wide so I can actually go, then I'd have to place 1,000 blue... I'd have to destroy, like, tens of thousands of blocks, and place 1,000 blue ice. But I want to make this much bigger, right? So instead of being this wide... Okay, so let's make a sample hole. Let's like, work out the number of blocks we actually need to do this. So, we'll remove that pillar for now. I guess you make a ring, and then you make a ring next to that ring, right? So, but now if we just destroy all of these blocks, make it like 4 wide. This is our sample tunnel. It's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks wide. And then it's 2 blocks, and then it's 6 blocks in the ceiling. But obviously, what we should actually do if we're having 6 blocks wide is have the bottom 2 go down a block, and the top 2 go up a block. So now that, and this and that. And this and that as well as obviously. And so now we've got a little bit more of a circular shape, but it's still not quite circular. And so what we do is we make these 4 long. And then we make these 4 long. Yep, that seems about right. Is that looking like a circular diagonal thing to you, chat? Does that work? If not, we could go with like a big set of squares. But I think this is like potentially something, right? Maybe? What do you reckon, chat? If we... Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, how are you feeling about it? What's your thoughts here? It looks like a square hole of extra blocks. Yeah, right, and this is still quite small. So I think what you realistically have to do is you look at this, and you gotta say like, okay. Oh man, that was such a fool that we just went through. I want to use a controller, so Bedrock might be the only choice. Yeah, there is a program that makes Java work with a controller, but I don't. It's not fun to use. How did that take no full damage? I used my my Elytra at the very bottom. Like this is the Elytra is effectively a no full damage enchantment. It is feather falling. Why does that always happen on realms? Stop it! It's wasting my fireworks. Do you see that? It's like it's deciding midway through the firework that I'm not gonna get the boost from it for some reason. And it only happens on rounds. It happened again! Okay. That's fine, that's fine. I'm burning a bit. But it's cool. Oh, that time it didn't even detonate. Oh, am I gonna die, by the way? Okay, we're not. So you have to have, like, a healthy enough jump that you can actually detonate the fire. Oh, it's not that time either. We can actually detonate the firework. Oh, okay. I use mouse and keyboard, but why should Java be hard to set up in a controller? You can mirror actual keys to the buttons, can't you? But there's the mouse. You'd have to, you have to change controls. So like, there's a lot of things like, I mean, toggle and not toggle, for instance. But there's also like using a mouse to simulate the right stick doesn't work. Turning WASD into a like, if it was just WASD being converted to my stick, I'd have to move around like this. And that'd be kind of painful. You can do diagonals on WASD, but you can't do 360 degrees of motion like this. Like, I'm literally spinning in a circle right now. I guess this might actually be not as many degrees as it needs to be. So yeah, it's, you ideally need decent controller support to, like, plan all those things into there. Also, I don't think there's a program that can take your mouse and turn it into a right stick. Also, then, yeah, you need to, like, change what buttons do based on the situation. So A is jump, normally, but when you're in the inventory, A needs to be move around stuff. There's a lot of things to think about. I thought this was regular Bedrock fireworks. I had the same problem on a realm. It's something about fireworks plus realms. Like, there's a slight lag in how the server processes things. It's a whole thing. I'm gonna have to get the mugs just for that message. I usually use thermal mugs, but I have them as ornamental memorabilia. I mean, that you gotta memorize this important time in our nation's history by reminding yourself that we will... No! What is happening? You should... Like, it's such a weird gap that I'm falling down. You gotta remind yourself that we will all die someday. I swear I've had that happen, not on realms. Oh, maybe it's a, that's interesting. Like, when I play a solo world, it works just fine normally. But maybe I'm wrong. Huh, it's... I don't have it on my main PC. I only have it when I'm here, playing on a realm. Okay, so we need to make this larger than it is, right? Okay, let's start with, maybe if we start on the regular ground and then kind of shift it, it'll work better. Right? We can... Yeah, okay, so we'll build a big circle somewhere. Steam has really good controller support. If you add Minecraft to your Steam library, you can easily use Steam controller. Also, thank you, Darren Hughes, for gifting the memberships. Appreciate it. Okay, so this is like emotionally hard for me to register, but let's dig all the blocks out now, just all of them. Let's make it like a really really wide tunnel. Look how good that is. Okay. Okay, that's not coming towards me. We're fine. So now we've just made big squares. We made a rectangular tunnel, which honestly is kind of cool by itself, but I think we need to go bigger, even though it's a lot of blocks we're mining out. And so now, instead of being this many blocks wide, it's currently 6 by 4, I think. Yeah, 6 by 4. We'll go for what, like 8 by 6? So to do that, we need to make each of these a block longer. So 1, 2... Oh, wait. This is 8. And then to make it by 6, we need to go 2 blocks further up. So like that. Oh man, there's just so much lava I'm going to encounter doing this, huh? So that's 1. And then if we want to do a second one, we could just go down a block, but we'll just mine out a second block in the ceiling. Okay, so this is the size of it now. Do you think a big rectangle is just more impressive? Or do you think it should be like a big triangle or something? A lot of moving triangles together? I'm really not sure. It's hard to say, right? If we want to make this big. Like, I think you've got to say... also, good to see you from Australia, Investigator of Mischief, Pentagon. I think a hexagon would be such a cool shape. Like, can we even do that in Minecraft? Okay, I'm gonna like, go somewhere and play around with this. Dodecahedron. A dodecahedron. Yeah, in Minecraft, I wish you'd have to make such a big shape to be able to see it. Okay, so make a big square, call it a triangle, refuse to elaborate. I'm gonna try a hexagon real quick. I'm gonna see if like a series of hexagons actually look good. I don't even know how you'd make a hexagon in Minecraft, right? Like okay, this is 4 blocks. And then I guess you go 3 diagonally because they're all slightly longer. Oh, wait, I made a whole map about hexagons and it went... I remember the pain that I went through. Okay, and then we'll make it like this. It was such a nightmare to make the hexagons work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no, wait, that's after this that we go. Or is it after this? I'm not even sure. So, if we remove that block, and then that block... Oh, wait, no. Remove that block, that block. Wait, what the heck is happening here? How am I bad at making... Okay, so is this a hexagon, chat? Is this a hexagon? Is an interesting question. I think the answer is probably not, right? Also, it's not big enough to be an actual hexagon. A hexpert. Come on, guys. You gotta... I do like that term. So we gotta make... What the hex is happening, you mean? So now we're gonna try... We're gonna move everything here 1 block to the right. Just to see what it looks like. Yeah, move everything up 1 block. Wait. Why am I moving it up 1 block? Oh, I'm moving it up 1 block because it's effectively... Yeah, okay, so then we move things down a block from there. Yeah, okay. And then it goes across 1 further. So that's what it would look like. It looks kind of confusing, but also kind of cool, right? I do actually... You know, I'm not in hate with it. You know, we have a block there now. And then this is to go more blocks that way. And this is to go... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so the more blocks you add to this system, the weirder it starts to look. In maybe not a bad way. I think it would make a giant hexagon tunnel. You know, the sides look really, really strange. It stops to make any sense. It stops to make any sense here, huh? But yeah, I do the other side as well. Yeah, I guess we need to see both sides of a hexagon to really judge it correctly. You're right. Okay, so on this side, it's just go up 2 blocks and then the third and then go down 2 blocks. Oh, that's very strange. So yeah, I think this ratio might be a bit off too. Yeah, I think we might regret that. But for now... Wait, is this correct? I guess it can't be if that's how that is. Okay, so mine out this block, and then that block, and that block. Is that what a hexagon looks like? Oh, man. Yeah, what do you reckon, chat? How are you feeling about it? Because now everything has to go 1 block to the right, which means placing a block there and then here. Another block in the surface. This is exceptionally confusing, actually. I think Minecraft Bedrock Survival Guide, a long-term series pitch. I have a long-term series already. I think you could definitely make a lot of well-clicked videos by making farm tutorials and stuff. I think that's how you get well-searched new audiences and stuff. Like if you're gonna grow as a YouTuber, you need to make videos like that. I would prefer, if it's possible, this is my goal, is to make series about Minecraft and why it's interesting once you've been in the game long enough for Oh god, what is happening here at all? Okay, I've lost track of how any of this works. Okay, this is what hexagons would look like. You've got to admit, it is kind of interesting, right? Perfect hexagon, proud of you. You've got to admit, it is kind of interesting. So now the question is just, how do we build that? Like, I think we're gonna go for a hexagon or an octagon, or maybe just a circle again. Maybe we stick with the circle, and it's gonna follow this route very roughly. So we're gonna dig this out a whole ton. It's gonna go 800 blocks. So even if we do the smallest version of this possible, which is what I have right now, but as a hexagon, that means we're mining 48 blocks out for every layer. And we're going like this way, this way. So 48 blocks times like 600. We're committing to a project of mining about 30,000 netherrack blocks. Oh my god. Okay, so that's the smallest version. If we scale it up to being 8 times 12 or 16 times 6 or something, then now it's 60,000. And if we want to go the same size as the one in the end, we're talking hundreds of thousands of netherrack blocks. Which, to be fair, you know, we can just mine, like, you know, all we have to do is mine a few blocks like this. But there is a big project ahead here. But I genuinely think it's worth doing. I genuinely think we're going to have to do that. So, yeah, that is what is coming up, if you're curious. Obviously, first is going to come a lot of... There's a few hundred blocks of open space. Make a 1x1 and crawl for it. I think I'll start with a... Okay, now here's the other interesting question. Okay, so chat will tell me the coordinates. I'll save them all. I think I've got it now. I think I've got the tunnel that connects all the way across. Appreciate you though, Dasher. Should I have the same shaped tunnel here and there? If you get what I'm saying? I could have like a big circle here that turns into a hexagon as it goes diagonally. Have like a square going in. You know, I could make different shapes. Or I could try and make the same shape, but then it will start going diagonally. Which is an interesting question. I wonder how long this will take. I think we should probably start doing it in phases. So, you know, if I made a 1x2 tunnel today, we could make it into a 2x3 tunnel, which we can make into a... Oh no! You can see my own screen there. Man, this camera falls down a lot, huh? I think that's a way we could do this. That is definitely true. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of. It's today's birthday. It is my birthday. Thank you. I mean, it's not far from my birthday. It's like at most. I mean, is it 300? Am I 300 and something days for my birthday, or am I less than 2 months from my birthday? Which way around is it, chat? Can you only go one direction in time, or can we bring back the good old days when time was non-linear? But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed your weekends on this fine Thursday. I'm excited for this project, but I'm gonna have to work out a way to store all this netherrack. Which means, honestly, okay, chat, tell me, I know this is me being like distractible and like, oh, before I do this thing, let me do this other thing that's way bigger. I think I need to come up with a use for all this netherrack first, right? I think I need to make like a Nether in the overworld or something genuinely, genuinely that crazy. Like it's got to be like a big equivalent thing. I did enjoy Death Talk, oddly enough. Yeah, it's not. We don't get many opportunities to actually talk about things that are the most important conversations we'll ever have. Like, say what you want about religion, but the one thing it does for people is it says, you know that big terrifying thing we are all aware of, at least in the back of our mind? Here's our answers to it. And you know, our answers might be idealistic and, you know, not based in the way the rest of the scientific world works, but at least we have an answer. You know, do you want science or do you want information? Thank you, Instigator of Mischief. I thought Investigator of Mischief, but you don't investigate the mischief. You're the person who requires people to come after you to investigate what they've done wrong there. So, talk about death, but with a silly accent. Aye, you see, in my silly accent land, I believe very strongly that I believe there's a little bit of death information we need to talk about. I don't know what this accent is, so I'm just going to keep going And I'm gonna hope that it turns into something good. Is this even an accent? I don't even know. It's going to get a little bit more rhymey, because I think that makes it a bit more Irish, but I really don't know too much about that. There we go. You enjoy that? You know, it's the 4 horsemen of Toycat streams, and one of those horsemen is that. But yeah, I've got 10 shulker boxes filled with Netherrack, and every one of these holds 1,700 blocks. I've got 17,000 blocks. I'm gonna get 20 more shulker boxes. So I need to come up with something to do with all this Netherrack before I can go. If I'm going to get more Netherrack, I need to come up with a use for my existing Netherrack. So, man, I'm gonna do something very silly with that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think the best situation is gonna be like a Never of the Overworld or something like that. We'll work it out, I guess. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoyed this live stream. If you enjoyed, then maybe we'll see you in the next live stream. If you didn't enjoy, then I don't know. Have a bad day. Bye. Oh wait! Before you go, it's important to say, appreciate you watching here. Tomorrow, I've got if you like live streams, the No Hunger live stream we've turned into like a condensed video. I think it's gonna be pretty good. And yeah, what are the specs of your laptop, Toycat? It's so high-end for a laptop, but a high-end laptop is garbage for content creation. If you're watching this video right now, and you're doing that thing where you're like, oh, I want to get a laptop that's good enough that I can make videos or stream or whatever, don't get a laptop. You're going to use it in one place 99% of the time anyway. Just, you'll regret it. Ooh. The Dragon Egg went to a world spawn, which is always loaded in 99 by 19 chunks. Oh, you're playing Java. Never mind. Well, get screwed. Literally make all my videos on a laptop, lol. Again, that's why the advice was like, if you're getting something new. I'm in your same situation, Kat, where I'm sitting here like, oh, this could be better, but it's not. Also, yeah, before I've been drinking. Okay. Can someone explain to me? So kombucha, right? This very big trend. Everyone knows it. The raw kombucha right here. First of all, why is raw a compliment? Raw is not a good thing. We cook things as human. Like, cooking is not this like, ooh, this crazy process that only weird people do. Cooking is like a good thing. So saying raw is not necessarily a compliment. Thank you, Sarah Langdon, by the way. Wait till you're in the UK and rub your big gaming PC in my face. It's actually a very compact gaming PC. Because the truth is, a laptop is the size of a book. So if you have a PC the size of like a console or like a box of cereal, then you actually have a very large PC. Anyway, sushi and hot dogs are great cold. Yeah, great cold, not great raw. Actually, you're not a raw hot dog. I think that if meat was edible raw and wouldn't give you like diseases and parasites, which side note, meat only gives you diseases and parasites raw because we have such low standards of welfare for animals that like, it's like, yeah, we just kind of accept that there are parasites and salmonella and whatever in there, which, you know, probably says something else about something else. Yeah, like look at this big circle here. Side note, I didn't ever remove all the sand from it apparently. Should I go do that? I think I should. But yeah, I wanna... Man, I love the look of this, right? Just the big lava with a thing coming out of it. The parasites are the best part. So you've never heard of beef tartare? Tartare? That's how we say goodbye in English. Okay, so yeah, there's gonna be a big circular tunnel going across here. Man, that's intense. But yeah, before we can do any of that, I need to come up with a use for my Netherrack. How about for every dollar someone tips, we place a stack of Netherrack on the ground? Yeah, I think if we covered a biome in Netherrack, it might look cool, right? That might be something. There might be something to that. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. If you did, then you know, but no. Okay, so it's raw, it's kombucha, which is weird and tastes funny. But then it's like it has 9 billion cultures in there, it claims. 9 billion live cultures. Is it good that I'm drinking 9 billion living organisms? Or are we using a really, really loose definition of life where that doesn't make sense? Also, how did so many people become members today, but it still says 769? That's not accurate. We don't have 769 members. You know what? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today. 1.80 mountain covered in Netherrack. Raw is unpasteurized. I covered a desert in Neverac. It doesn't rain there. It looks epic and cool in that. Killing all those baby cultures. You know what? I'm just saying. Everyone says that British people don't have culture, but I found 9 billion of them in the store today. So I hope you'll enjoy this video. Have a good rest of your evening, because I'm actually gonna play around with, like, where should I be Neveracking? What should I cover in Neverac? We'll find that out shortly, I guess. Goodbye. Maybe I should cover a part of my end in Neverac. Like a big portion. Like a big platform. Maybe I should make a pyramid in the end from like 0 to 256. 256 by 256 is 1,024 blocks. So that means the average layer is 128 by 128, which is 512 blocks. 512 by 256 layers in a pyramid is 200 by 500, give or take a little bit. I believe that's 100,000 Netherrack blocks. I think I found a use for it. Okay. There's my idea. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you next time. Bye. Or is it goodbye? The stream never ends.
Before my great uncle passed at 92, while chatting about a dumb llama we had who only had a year to live, he said, when you dwell in death, at some point you forget to live. The grass won't mow itself.
I mean, the grass might mow itself in the future.